Now that I'm thinking about it, I truly believe that if I started the money saving rules that I want to share with you today when I was 18, I could have easily be a financially independent person at 33. Actually, I would take this a step further. I truly believe that I could have already become a millionaire. That's how important these rules are, especially number three. This was a complete game changer for me. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start from the beginning. The first golden rule of money saving is quite obvious. Make more money. That's it. It's that simple. Of course, even if you're not making a lot of money right now, you can start saving and it will take you a whole lifetime to actually become free. But that's a huge struggle, to be honest. I think it's actually a greater struggle than if you try to have like a better salary or get a better job or maybe, have a side hustle, develop new skills that will make you more profitable in the future. All of these things are also quite hard, but I think it's much easier than to stay at the same salary at the same job for the rest of your life and just save a little bit money here and there and then live on your savings for the rest of your life. That's really hard, and actually it's quite boring, to be honest. Even if you're 18 or 20, nowadays you don't need much to start making money. You can develop a side hustle. For example, I was already quite late to the party, but at 24, 25, I just started flipping things online and I started selling everything at home that I didn't really use in order to make some money on the side. You can obviously get a second job or learn something like Photoshop or whatever and just freelance on the internet. Nobody asks you how old are you. They just look at your projects and how much experience you have, but you can gain this as soon as you start working. There is one thing to consider though. Making more money doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be more financially independent. Because once you start feeling the income, you can also start increasing your expenses. Actually, that's what happened to me when I switched jobs. And at some point, I was doubling my income within like 6 months. So, in theory, I was twice as rich as before. But in reality, I really wasn't. I wasn't saving money at all. I just bought a new car, went to Greece a few times, and that was it. The money was gone. There was nothing in my bank account, and I was back at square one in the beginning of every single month. That's why you need to apply also rule number two. Imagine something unexpected happened. Actually, imagine that something expected happened. You went out and you bought a home. So for the next 30 years, you are going to have a mortgage payment every single month. Well, at some point, you are going to adjust your daily and monthly spendings based on this fact. And you will adapt your lifestyle accordingly in order to spend less money every single month. Well, that's called discipline, and it's the key skill you need to develop if you want to save money and at some point become financially independent. It doesn't matter if you're going to save like 2 or 5 or 10% of your monthly income. The key here is to develop the discipline because let's face it, if you're saving like 10%, you are not really going to be rich very quickly. But this discipline is what you need for rule number 3. So if you have managed to start making a little bit more money and you already have the discipline of saving money, the 50% rule is going to change your life. I promise you, I'm not kidding. What is the 50% rule? Okay, let's imagine you switch jobs and you have like 50% increase. So from $1,000 per month, you start making $1,500 per month. Well, the 50% rule states that you have to save 50% of your increase. So basically, you're already used to living with $1,000 and hopefully you've been saving 10% of them. And you then have $500 more to play with. And you can go and take out of them, let's say, 250 and increase your lifestyle. Buy a nicer car, buy some clothes, travel, whatever. But then you still have $250 that you can put into your savings account. This is extremely powerful and it really uses the power of compounding, and it's actually quite easy to apply once you have already the discipline, because you're not really used to spending $1,500 every single month, but you will also feel the rush and the happiness of spending a little bit extra, like 1,250 every single month. So it's a win-win situation in this case, and actually you can apply this to absolutely everything. I remember when I was like 15 or 18, I received money from my parents for my birthday or for graduation or anything else, and if I have followed this rule, oh my God, I would have become rich already. Every single gift or every single bonus that you have at your work or anything you can imagine, you can apply the 50% rule. Actually, you can even adjust it. You can make it 60% or 100%, whatever it will best suit your needs and your mentality. Let me give you another example. If you follow just the simple rule of saving like 10% of your monthly income, that won't help you that much, because in the same example, if you're saving like $100 from your 1,000, then you will be saving $150 with the increase. In comparison, if you use the 50% rule, you will be saving $350 every single month. And don't forget, you'll still increase your standard of living with the remaining of the increase. Apply this to any kind of income in source that you're going to have in the future, and you will be amazed by the results. I promise you, you will actually start becoming financially independent in no time. This rule is also kind of obvious, but it's extremely important. You need to tie saving money with some kind of a goal. I have found that every time that I try to save some money just because I read it in a book and it says so, it doesn't really work. I always find something to spend it on, and it's really, I feel bad after that, and I'm like demotivated even more to save money. It's just a terrible experience. But if I change and if I say to myself, okay, I want to go dive with killer whales next year, well, that's a huge incentive for me to start saving money. Or you can have even bigger goals, like starting a family, getting kids through college. These are real goals that people have and are a really big motivator for saving more money. Or you can have the goal of investing, because what are you going to do with all those money that you're going to be saving? Well, you need to put them in work. And actually, that's the mindset that I have right now. And to be honest, sometimes I don't really feel good spending money, because I measure it like this. Okay, this pair of shoes costs like $100, and maybe I can get ROI on this $100, like 20% on the stock market or something like this. So I'm already weighing in on the cost of buying a pair of shoes with investing and getting the returns and actually becoming truly financially independent in the shortest amount of time possible. This is what really kind of motivated me to start saving even more and more and more, and compound on the saving and trying to invest them and make more money. Everything that I share with you in this channel too. Sometimes you're gonna fail, sometimes you're gonna make it. Some month you are not going to be saving any kind of money because you just wanna spend it. But slowly, if you develop the discipline and if you start as early as your 18s, trust me, it's a life-changing thing to have some money on the side and have money working for me, and you purely get addicted to this feeling, and I promise you it's going to get easy with every single month. That's everything for this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!